Hey friends, welcome to Hot News. It's hot news time. We're covering a lot of stuff that's not hot news, but hot news is still here. You're welcome. Hot news, hot news. People ask me to do that every so often, and it's that you're welcome. There it is. But today's episode of Hot News is brought to you by Privacy.com, my friends. Privacy.com is the place where you start spending money safely on the internet because you can set up a virtual card with them that has per charge limits, per month limits, or per year limits, and you're never going to be able to go above that. So if you try to sign up for a free trial and they want you to add a credit card number, you do that with Privacy.com's credit card, and you won't get billed for it at the end of it because you set it to $1, you set it to a one-time only thing, and then they can't bill you even if you forget about it. And their cards can be merchant locked so that you can make sure that in case somebody hacks their system, you are safe no matter what's going on, and you might even be able to find out that the merchant was hacked before they even tell you. Honestly, it's a completely worry-free way of buying things on the internet, and they've saved their customers over $100 million in the last 2 years, and it's completely free. They make their money off of the credit card transactions, not off of you. So check it out at privacy.com/UFD to get $5 off your first purchase. And in fact, the last time we did a privacy.com ad, I gave you guys $5 to spend, and somebody used that on a Steam gift card, but they used it for fake Australian dollars, not real dollars, and then there was $1.29 left over, but it was a one-time only charge. So that $1.29 just never went to use, and whoever tried to use it afterwards wasn't able to. But this time I'm giving you guys another $5. Spend it wherever you want. You guys can't overcharge me because privacy.com is going to lock it down, and I trust them so much. You guys get free $5. That was 10. You get $5. Check it out you see the number on the screen. Use that wherever you want. $5. So big thanks to Privacy.com for sponsoring this video. Privacy.com/UFD, that's where you need to go. Anyways, let's hop into the hot news. Let's talk about NVIDIA. Let's talk about the 1660 Ti. Let's talk about the fact that there are now benchmarks out there through in Ashes of the Singularity post, and it looks like it's about 20% faster than a normal GTX 1060. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what the 1660 Ti is, it is the leaked version of the upcoming Turing graphics cards that have no ray tracing abilities whatsoever, no RT cores and no tensor cores. At least that's the speculation. But the 1660 Ti, although it is a horrific name and I really hope it's not true, seems to be coming in at 1,536 CUDA cores, 6 gigabytes of GDDR6, and supposedly the latest leaks are saying that it's going to launch in February of next month, which February is next month, so that doesn't make any sense.
Good job, man.
Thank you. So 20% faster than a GTX 1060. We don't have any pricing indication right now. I'm personally hoping it's coming in at the $250 mark. And then there's also a rumor that there's going to be a GTX 1660 non-TI version that has the same amount of CUDA cores as the 1060 and comes with 6 gigabytes of GDDR5X memory, which is the exact same thing that's being released right now. NVIDIA has a GDDR5X 1060. I don't understand how this is different. It's based on Turing, so even though it would have the same amount of CUDA cores and the same RAM, it actually would be a little bit faster, probably on the 3 to 5% or so. So that would be an improvement, and if it's at the price of $200, it's going to mop the floor of the RX 590. A $200 1660 and a $250 1660 Ti, I would be keen on this completely. However, NVIDIA, you're putting a Ti on the 60 branding. We did that like 2 years ago. We called the 1066 gig the 1060 Ti. I need a royalty check, okay? All right? Because I made this happen. The fact that you're now taking this from me is just, it's hogwash, it's baloney. I want my royalty check, NVIDIA. That way we can actually be proper shills and make all of the cash from you. 1660 Ti, I'm hoping that the price is okay. What do you guys think the price is gonna come in at? Let me know down in the comments. Are you excited for Turing without ray tracing? Let me hear from you down below. But you know what NVIDIA could do? They could pull an Intel and charge you the exact same amount even though it's lacking features. So that 1660 Ti could cost you $350 if they're anything like these Core i9-9900KF, which doesn't come with integrated graphics, which sells for the exact same gosh dang price as the 9900K. Oh, you want a 9700K without integrated graphics? Bam, same $374. 9600K without integrated? Bam, $262. Gosh dang it, Intel, why? Why are you selling it at the same price? You're removing functionality, drop the price, at least by a little bit. What is this? But let's talk about some positive news, and that Samsung is actually preparing their 3nm technology to come be in mass production in 2021. They're calling it GAAFET, which is Gate All-Around Field Effect Transistors, GAAFET. We should probably call it that. G-A-A normally would make the A sound, probably word GAAFET. That's what it's called now. So they're working on 7nm EUV. There's also rumors of 5nm coming out sometime soon, but it looks like Samsung's planning for 3nm in 2021. Get excited for really, really tiny things that are very powerful. Moore's law is not dead. And I know that you're thinking to yourself, I don't need 3nm technology in my devices. Well, you know what else you don't need, but you're gonna get anyways? A robot butt that sweats. All right, because Ford, they have a robot butt that tests the impact of their seats and the cushioning and just make sure that the durability is fine. But they've improved it, so now the butt sweats to actually mimic real life scenarios where people are sweating their butts off in Ford cars because Ford cars suck and they're hot, so that like your butt sweats. That's all I get from this. Who sweats on a normal car ride?
What?
Whose butt sweats on a normal car ride?
I know like my back sometimes gets...
Yeah, my back is sweaty, but not my butt.
My butt.
Yeah, and usually my jeans don't like let that get through to the... Anyways, sweaty robot butt from Ford.
Okay.
Thanks, Ford, bringing the world forward with your great inventions. And Slightly Mad is bringing the world forward with their inventions of the Mad Box. They're the people who made Project Cars. They're going to be bringing out a console, and they released renders of their controllers, which look like a Batman utility object that he would carry on his belt. Yeah, this is never gonna look like this, and I'm not even sure this thing's actually gonna come out. We don't really need a third console from a company that's only ever produced one type of game. Not sure how this is gonna be a success. Anyways, if that...
Boy or death.
Yeah, exactly, we actually have a story about Soulja Boy, so hold your horses, Rikus. Like, if Valve can't bring out a successful console, I'm not sure Slightly Mad Studios is gonna be able to do it. But hey, they're slightly mad, it's in the name. Speaking of Soulja Boy, he apparently is saying that Fortnite maybe might be coming to his consoles. Possibly. Except for Epic Games, it's just like, no, what are you talking about? They responded saying, you can't play Fortnite on a rooted or jailbroken device due to anti-cheat measures. So we'll see what Soulja Boy has up his sleeves to actually get Fortnite working, because I don't think their anti-cheat measures are gonna stop Soulja Boy from telling him how it is. Soulja Boy, tell him. Speaking of Fortnite anyways, so the kid who entered into their dance competition to have his dance put into Fortnite his mom is now suing Fortnite for it. It's done by the same law firm that has Alfonso Ribeiro and the other dude, whoever's suing Fortnite for the dance, all being represented by the same law firm. It's clear that they're using this as a cash opportunity. I mean, the kid entered a dance competition through Fortnite to get his dance into Fortnite, and now he's suing them for it being in Fortnite. This makes no sense. The only way this works is if there's a greedy lawyer at the top of it saying we can make sure that we get money from Epic Games.
Stopping Fortnite on Soulja Boy's console.
Yeah, you know what? Epic, I'm sure if you just let Fortnite play on the Soulja console, this will all go away. Just a mastermind plan by Soulja Boy to make sure that they acquiesce to his demands. What reality are we living in that I'm talking about Soulja Boy having a game console and people suing for entering the competition? Anyways, moving on, AMD Navi, some good news there. We talked about the 1660, that's kind of exciting, but Navi is even more exciting. Apparently, there's some code that's showing up in the latest Apple OS update for beta for Mojave. It's actually showing that there are references to the Navi 16, Navi 12, and Navi 9 GPUs. No information besides that other than it's in the code, and hopefully we'll be able to see them come out shortly within the next 6 months. That would be great. Please, AMD, please, please, please. We need more than a monopoly in the consumer market. I know RTX smells really good, but gosh dang it, I need something that costs $350 from you that's actually competitive. I guess the Mega 56 counts, I guess. Speaking of Apple stuff, the Airpower, which is supposed to charge your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods all at the same time, is finally in production, coming out 18 months after they officially announced it. It was supposed to be out in 2017? Like, they announced it with the iPhone 10, and it was supposed to be shipped then. By the end of that year, but they never met that production target, and then they just went completely quiet on it, apparently because it was a raging inferno and would actually like burn itself to the ground. Apparently that's solved now, and it's finally entering into mass production. Yes.
Fun fact, I'm never gonna buy that.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna buy it. We'll have it here at the office, and that way we can all just charge our stuff. Windows 10. Now reserving 7 additional gigabytes for future updates because there's been some issues with Windows 10 updates crashing the system because there wasn't enough room on the drive when it was trying to update. You know, instead of checking how much storage space there was, and seeing, oh, I can't go ahead with this update. It decided, I'm gonna go ahead with this update, kill the system, but now it's like, no. Okay, so we're gonna take an additional 7 gigabytes beforehand, just in case, because we can't check ahead of time. Thanks, Microsoft. And in case you're into benchmarking RTX cards, 3D Mark is gonna be adding a DLSS benchmark to their benchmarking suite, as well as adding an extreme mode to Port Royal, which is their ray tracing benchmark. So even though the fact that the RTX 2080 Ti can't hit, 60 FPS on Port Royal, they're gonna add an extreme. So buckling it to its knees, fantastic stuff. Speaking of ports, I guess, this terrible segue there. The world's longest aircraft finally goes into production. It's dubbed as the Flying Bum, but it's the world's longest aircraft. Good stuff. Flying bums. Soulja Boy suing things. I don't know what's going on. And then the news that I'm most excited for is a Dragon Ball Z action RPG is supposed to be showing up, and it has me super excited. It's supposed to show some worlds in the series like never before. I'm excited for this. They're expecting it to be announced at the upcoming Fighters World Championships later this month. So Dragon Ball Z action RPG, I'm pre-ordering. I don't care what best practices are. I'm gonna have my hands on this game. Legacy of Goku was an amazing game, no matter what Tank says. I definitely want another Dragon Ball Z RPG. Please and thank you. And that's where I'm gonna wrap it up for hot news today. Let me know what was your favorite story down below. Let me know what you think of the 1660 Ti. Let me know what you think of Soulja Boy and getting Fortnite. Let me know what you think about the DBZ ARPG. That's a lot of acronyms. Anyways, don't forget that today's video is brought to you by privacy.com. Go to privacy.com/UFD to get $5 off your first time using their services. It's impeccable how safe you can be on the internet with them these days. Don't forget, if you want to support UFD Tech directly, you can do so over at our Patreon, patreon.com/UFD Tech. And if you want to buy anything that you see in the set, like those RGB lights, we have Amazon affiliate codes down below. You can pick those up, or graphics cards. Do something like that. It'd be healthy for you. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this hot news. Get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech-related content. I'm Brett with the UFD Tech channel. You're amazing. Thanks so much. I'll see your smiling faces again in the next video. Love you too.